Yo, what is up guys, and welcome to this InfernoKun back with The Walking Dead, the final season. We got some reveals over at E3 of some gameplay, very short clips with some very minute details about, the episodes, why they have only 4 episodes. Not really, but But anyways, let's go ahead and get into basically what they showed us in terms of gameplay. They showed us a bit of sequences that involve, of course, AJ, some that go ahead and show characters like 10 and, of course, Marlon, and various other things that we can kind of dissect from this whole reveal here. Let's go ahead and get into first why they are releasing 4 episodes, at least from what I think. So, of course, it was confirmed that they are releasing only 4 episodes in this season of The Walking Dead, the final season. And these episodes will come out every month. And all 4 episodes will be out by the end of the year. So basically, of course, episode 1 is coming out in August, okay? So then episode 2 could possibly come out in September, maybe October, and then episode 3 will come out in October or November, and then we have episode 4 coming out in either November or December. But the fact is, all 4 episodes will be out in 2018 of this year, okay? It will not go into 2019 at all, based upon what they said here. Now, that's a bit worrying, okay? They pretty much have a month in between development, and that's a bit worrisome, okay? But of course, Batman Season 1 did have a month in between development. Each episode of Batman Season 1 came out in its year. So this has been done before, but for the most part, we're kind of worried about how are they going to pack this much quality and, of course, quantity into a month-long development. And the only way I see this actually happening is, one, they have their shit together, they know what they're doing with the story and everything else, they have it all planned out. That's the only reason, I can think this could actually be done. If they have the whole story planned out and no rewrites at all, that's what I think should happen. They should actually have their story set out and planned and ready to go, no rewrites at all, okay? And 2, being that, player feedback will be a limited usage base, okay? So for the most part, player feedback is a big part of Telltale's games, because basically they shape their episodes based on our opinion. So that is a big part of development, because things happen where we don't like something or we actually enjoy something a lot more, and they go ahead and, do more of that thing. For example, Tales from the Borderlands. We loved Sasha. At least some people did, and they actually made a little romance option for Sasha. So that's definitely what I think, player feedback has attributed to. So, that's pretty much it for the 4 episodes. What do you guys think about that? Is 4 episodes actually bad, or is it good? Are you guys worried about them actually releasing the whole thing this year? Is it worrisome? Because I would definitely love at least 2 months in between development. That would make for a bunch of time to go ahead and do what you want and do it to a great extent. So, enough of that. Gameplay wise, hey man, for the most part, we got some gameplay showing off. Let's go ahead and go to the first part. Of course, we have image 1. If I can find it, we have Clementine basically picking up a knife. Of course, the third person camera you can see here. She picks it up, it zooms into it, things like that. Pretty nice indeed. Moving on, we go into the screenshot where we have Clementine actually walking up to this walker, and this being one of the unscripted walker events here, apparently. It doesn't look very unscripted to me. It looks like very scripted because of how you actually zoom in on the walker. My thought of what unscripted means is they don't really plan for you to go ahead and fight this walker. There's no zoom in. You just go ahead and go up to it, press your YRB, and it aggroes onto you. It has a bit of AI. That's what I think unscripted is. But this seems like it could be very much triggered by you getting close to it, not very much unscripted. It kind of is, kind of isn't. That's what I think about that. But you can go ahead and, of course, back away. You can get distance from it, which is very cool, different from how they do things, regularly. You can go ahead and back up. Then you can go ahead and get close to it, use your Y and B to go ahead and attack it. Very cool. Things like that. So I'm wondering if you actually get one aggroed on you, can you back away and run away from it if you want to? Like in case you don't have really a good weapon, for example, and you want to get away from it, and not fight it. That could be a cool option as well. So that's pretty much that. You have AJ, of course, behind. And one thing I did notice here is that she had her backpack, pretty much. Actually, she doesn't have a backpack anymore. Am I crazy? Wait, am I insane, or am I not seeing a backpack anymore? Oh yeah, okay, not crazy. Okay, so yeah, at one point she, of course, has her backpack, so maybe you can pick up things like a backpack to go ahead and carry around with you. That would be pretty cool, because for the most part, she of course has no backpack in the first scene, and then, you know, during the Walker fight, she has no backpack, but, you know, before that, she had a backpack. So maybe this could be, you know, a thing you can pick up and carry around with you. One thing I want to mention here is that at this scene right here, you can see this actually is the train station from the concept art. I put a picture on screen and go ahead and show you guys that, but this is the train station. They said there is a group by there, so that could be where we meet, you know, of course, a group there as well, and things like that. Let's go ahead and move on to where we go ahead and see Marlon for the first time in 3D model. You know, of course, we have Clementine and Marlon walking out, and then Marlon, of course, saying something, which I think that he says, "Hey, how'd you survive this long?" And then she's like, "You sound surprised." "Sure, I get by." And then my car would disagree. So those are some options you have. Of course, you know, Clementine, hey, she has a car. You know, she's driving now, I guess. You know, no more swerving off the road, getting Kenny paralyzed. But, you know, for the most part, that is pretty cool as well. She does not have a hat on, okay? So for the most part, I think in none of these, actually in the Walker fight, she does have a hat on. So maybe when she gets to the boarding school, she has no hat on at all. But we'll see about that, because there are definitely some multiple things here. Like, she has no hat on here and no backpack, but then over here she has a hat on and a backpack, but over here she has hat on, no backpack. You know, various things like that could be an option for what you want to do there for the most part. So we'll go ahead and skip on. We have some little bit of snippets here. We have Clem talking to AJ at one point, okay? And of course, one of the options, if I can find it, she says, basically we have some options here where Clem says, "Yeah, I feel safe here, and then for now, and then I don't trust them." So maybe AJ might be like, "Oh, this place is pretty nice, and I enjoy the boarding school kids as well." And then she said all that kind of stuff. So we can't actually go ahead and not trust them, various things like that. So for the most part, we might actually run into them and be like, you know, strangers to them. You know, of course, we will have to go ahead and meet them properly. That will be what I think about that. So let's go ahead and move on to, we see some more, of course, Clementine and AJ. There's one that I wanted to go ahead and talk about as well, which was Clementine and AJ. It's not really full screen, so we gotta zoom in there. But, you know, for the most part, Clementine and AJ, okay, here we have Clementine opening a door, and of course AJ like looking very happy, and then running to Clem and hugging her. So maybe AJ gets separated from Clementine and this happens, or maybe even, you know, Clementine could run into AJ, you know, here as well. So things like that. After what I think about that, they could actually be separated, and then Clementine finally finds, you know, AJ after a long while of not seeing him, being very worried and very happy to kind of see him after a long time. That's pretty cool as well. So that's pretty much it from all the information we got today. There will be a stream tomorrow. It was on there. Actually, I put it on screen for you guys, to be honest. But anyways, that's pretty much it. Small stuff, very small stuff, but definitely really cool. Definitely kind of worried about the whole 4 episodes out before the year ends. Hopefully they know what they're doing here. I really do hope they have this in the bag and have it all planned out. No rewrites, no kind of mistakes here, and they plan on getting it out by the end of the year. That would be pretty cool, but I hope they are, you know, taking their time and not rushing it. It could be a rush job, and I'm kind of scared about that, okay? So go ahead and comment down below what you guys think about the gameplay and everything else that I've shown you down below, you know, in the video as well. That's it for me. I'll see you guys next time tomorrow for the next bit of information we are getting for the most part. If you guys did enjoy, go ahead and leave me a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on the channel. I'm InfernoKun, and I will catch you guys next time on The Walking Dead.